British Special Forces are using Bollywood music as a new psychological warfare weapon against ISIS, the terrorists inside of Libya specifically. They came up with the idea after a Pakistani-born intelligence officer with the British Army said that Bollywood tunes will really annoy ISIS. ISIS, of course, considers music of all kinds un-Islamic. Go figure. British forces are training Libyan troops currently to drive out ISIS from the town of Sirte and also along a 150-mile stretch of the Libyan coastline. Now, here's how they're doing it. They've intercepted ISIS communications radios and basically are broadcasting this Bollywood music over these radio waves that they've basically hacked. They've also gone as far as to dump cars in areas where they know ISIS is hanging out in, and just leaving them there blasting this music, numerous cars blasting it really loud. So this does two things. A, it annoys the shit out of them, and it is a form of psychological warfare. But there's more to it. It also actually gives their exact whereabouts to the British Special Forces. Here's how. Well, they start to complain, and they're listening to them over their walkie-talkies and their radios. They're starting to complain about this Bollywood music, and they say, oh, well, we left cars here, here, and here, so we know exactly where it's coming from, and we know exactly where these ISIS guys are hiding out because they're complaining about it, so they can obviously hear it.
I think this is really ingenious,
yeah?
right? I mean, it totally makes sense. Music, anything secular is considered haram, it's forbidden, so... but just to know that kind of from the inside, or, you know, Pakistani gentleman is the one that's like, you know what's really going to get to them? Music. And obviously it does. I mean, I love that element, too, of them just revealing where they are by complaining about the music.
Yeah, it depends, too, on what kind of Bollywood music we're talking about here. You know, there's like
versus old versus the kind of new modern pop.
Yeah, I'm not even talking about old. Maybe if you go back 5-6 years ago, it was much better in my opinion than what it is now. It's mixed in with techno and dubstep, and it's the most annoying thing. I can see why it would drive anybody mad, especially someone who's part of ISIS.
Basically how we feel about just general pop music today. Music today just doesn't have any soul.
Yeah, exactly.
Interesting. Well, and then because there's also this element about Islam being against just in India in general, or just Hinduism, you know. So I can't tell, is it more about just the existence of music or also this element of Hindu versus Islam? I mean,
it's just everything in general, and they're gonna hate everybody who's not them anyways. I mean, but you look up a picture like this. I mean, this is a screen grab from a poster from a film, and that is everything that goes against ISIS. You got a girl, you know, with her breasts out. You got guys with their shirts open,
sweet shades,
aviator glasses. That's haram. You know, but more seriously, you know, ISIS has held these coastal areas and the city of Sirte for more than 2 years now. So I mean. It's glad to see that they're doing something about it, because a lot of people are talking about how Libya is becoming the next Syria, basically. We have around 4,000 ISIS insurgents in the country alone. So this is a serious thing, all Bollywood jokes aside. So it's just interesting the way that they're, taking on ISIS in Libya.